G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly Magazine's down at a midwinter Moogerah Dam with Timmy Stessl from Fishing and Leisure Boats. And Tim, you've got an all-rounder here for us to test today. It's built by Tracker in the USA. What is it and what's so good about it?
Yeah, this is the brand new 2016 model Tracker Pro Guide V16 WT. WT stands for walk-through. Here in Australia, we call them dual consoles, basically. Yeah, but that's the technical terminology of it. Yeah. So.
It looks like a boat to me that it sort of ticks the boxes. So, if the missus wants a boat she can be comfortable in, but hubby wants a boat that he can go fishing in. This is a good compromise between the two. Tell us about the hull. It's got quite a deep V in it.
Yeah, look, you're spot on there, Steve. That's exactly what this boat's targeted as, that crossover boat. A couple little features on the boat. Look, it's a 20-degree V dead rise hull, so follows through to about 32 degrees at the front. So does handle the rough water very well, be it lakes, rivers, estuaries, that style of thing. Look, end of the day, it's a 16-foot boat. Good day, yes, you can take it offshore. They are positive flotation, so the boat is completely unsinkable. So that's another good thing if you are offshore like that. 3mm marine grade alloy, so built in the USA by Tracker Marine Group. Largest boat manufacturer in the world. So Tracker alone, they build 40,000 trackers a year. So gives you the sort of figures that they do on the boat. So two-piece hull, so it's actually joined in the keel. So over there, they get wide enough sheets that they can build the boat in two pieces. Obviously, thing with that is less joins, less welds, less chance of any leaks or cracks or things like that. So that's another big plus on it. That's a Tracker exclusive. Longitudinal stringer system in it, so it is a true plate boat construction rather than the conventional pressed tinny with the ribs in it. That side of it, actually, they give you a lifetime structural warranty on it as well. Only aluminium boat in the world to give you that lifetime structural warranty. So.
It's a big change from the old days. Tracker used to do a lot of riveted aluminium boats, and I'm sure in your marketing you've had to probably counter that. Oh, Trackers are riveted alloy boats. Yep. This thing is a tank. Yeah,
look, and you're spot on there again, Steve. Look, the obviously, been involved with aluminium boats all my life, so I've been watching the Tracker products for over 20 years now and been sort of waiting for it to get to what I call Australian specs. Now, Australian specs are marine grade alloy, that's a first. 3mm minimum, so we tick the box there, and then no rivets. We stopped riveting boats back in the 70s, mate. Yeah, so all welded, no riveted boats, and then the 3mm, plate construction. Yeah.
Now, like all American boats, this thing's got a great internal fit out that we'll have a look at while we're out on the water, but it's powered by the new 2.1 litre Mercury 4-stroke. How have you found those motors to be? They're a bit of a workhorse, aren't they?
Yeah, look, power to weight in these things, it's just amazing. Like, for 75 horsepower, you think you'd put a 1 in front of it. That's the sort of performance that you get out of it. The boat's rated from 60 to 90. The 75 is just that good all-round power. It's good enough power if you want to ski, wakeboard, that sort of thing, but still, nice and reliable, nice, and the economy's good. Today, we'll be lucky if we burn 20, 25 litres of fuel for the day. So, great with that.
Now, I've heard you selling these things at boat shows, etc., and you say you don't really get a feel for this boat until you get out on the water. So why don't we go and do that now? Let's go and get our bums in some seats. And
100% agree, mate. I can talk to you till we're blue on the face, mate. 5 minutes in the water, you'll be sold.
Yeah, so let's go out. We're going to put this on the water at Moogerah Dam. We're going to maybe even try and wet a line or two and catch a fish. Have a look at how this Tracker performs out there in real life. So I've actually as an admission for me, never been in one of these walk-through style high windscreen American aluminium boats before, but it's when you get in them, they actually ride really well. That 20-degree V in the hull gives a really smooth ride, and we didn't have real big swell out here on Moogerah today. We had some wind chop, but you can really tell when you're driving this boat, it'll bank into the turns. You can tell that there's that angle in the hull, and I'm sure as the water gets rougher, this thing still remains a pleasure to drive. But the thing that was really impressive was the fact that when this is at rest, those reverse tines drop into the water, it picks up a little bit more beam, and it's actually really stable. Timmy Stessl's not a small guy, I'm not a small guy, and we can both stand on the one side of the boat and still fish comfortably. One of the things I really liked about this boat is the attention to detail. The fact that the main floor is all vinyl and it's all hose outable, and that's something that, especially when you use them in salt water a lot in Australia, that's something that you want. You want to have a very easily cleanable floor. You can actually get that vinyl as an option for the whole deck. Other small things that I love the little foot pedal. The hatch in there where you can store your foot pedal away. A lot of these guys nowadays have a non-corded foot pedal that'll blow away if you don't have a place for it. It's the little things like that that make this boat a pleasure to use. Things like the mobile phone holders, and the mobile phone holder that has got a charger right next to it is just common sense. Everyone's got the cell phones nowadays. You can get outboards that have all your engine telemetry on your mobile phone, so why not have a place to hold it? Unfortunately, there was no SmartCraft gauges in this boat, so we couldn't get any of the accurate speed or fuel usage information, but we will track some of that down on the website, and I'm sure the guys from Fishing and Leisure Boats can have some of that fuel usage information for you. All I know is that these 2.1 litre 75 horsepower Mercuries are very fuel efficient, they're very quiet, and of course with the no valve train servicing for life, they're a very cheap motor to service as well. Another thing, having kids, I like the fact that this is a very high sided, high gunnelled boat. The rod lockers act as seats around the outside of the boat, and then the actual height is good for keeping kids in, because that's where you want them when you're out on the water. You want them in the boat, not out of the boat. So if you're looking for a family friendly boat and something which is maybe a crossover between fishing at the front, party down the back, this is definitely should be on your list. Other things I like about it are the local trailer, supplied on a Dumbia trailer. If you have a trailer emergency, any super cheap auto shop will be able to get you back and on the road. And that's something you have to think about when you're importing a boat, because imported trailers are often difficult to get the parts for. I also like the VersaTrack rail system along the side here. So if you're a trolling person, you can put 4 rod holders along the edge. If you're a cast and retrieve person, you can have rod storage rather than rod holders there. You can put cleaning boards there, and the guys from Fishing and Leisure Boats keep all of those items in stock, so that if you want to add those things to your tracker, it can happen. The rear tanks are insulated, which means that you can use them as an esky, you can use them as a fish keeping area, but the cool thing is, right under here, there is that fully plumbed tournament live well, and not just room for the fish that you catch, but also room for the bait bucket. So Americans have been doing these sort of boats for a long time. They tend to get everything in the right place, and everything you want to do, there will be a place to do it in, and this Tracker V16 is no exception. As tested, this boat here sits at just under 40 grand, around $38,500, but there are several different versions and iterations of this hull. Make sure you talk to Tim Stessl and the guys at Fishing and Leisure Boats for the full information. The website you can have a look at is just right down at the bottom of the screen here, and for me, it was a first time experience and I really liked it.